The first time I cried in public after she died was in aisle 4. Next to the canned chickpeas. Not because I missed her voice, or her laugh, or even her smell, though all of that came later. It was because I saw her handwriting on a grocery list, and it wasn't even hers. Someone had left it in a shopping cart, folded in half, tucked next to a pack of gum. I pulled it out without thinking, unfolded it like a message from a ghost. Bread, chickpeas, parsley, lemon, tahini, olive oil, and in tiny cursive at the bottom, remember, she likes extra garlic. I stared at it so long someone asked if I was okay. I nodded, but I wasn't, because for a moment, just a flicker, I forgot she was gone, and thought maybe she had left it for me. My mother used to write lists like that. Not just for groceries. For everything. To-do lists. Books to read. People to call. Things to forgive. She even wrote a list titled, Things I'll Forget But Hope You Remember. I never got to ask her what was on it. He passed before I found the notebook. After she died, I moved to Northside. Not because I loved the city, but because I couldn't stay in the house where every creak reminded me of her slippers. I found a small place above a laundromat. It smelled like soap and steel pipes. It was perfect. Impersonal. Neutral. Forgettable. Or so I thought. One night I found her list again, crumpled in a suitcase I never unpacked. I smoothed it out like a relic. Things I'll forget but hope you remember. My lemon cake recipe. That I always wanted to see Paris but was too scared of planes. The story about my first kiss in the red scarf. The way your laugh used to echo in the hallway. That forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. I read it aloud. Whispered it to the air. Half hoping she'd hear me. That list changed something. I started writing my own. Every morning. Not digital. Not neat. Just torn paper, scribbled lines, messy truths. Sometimes I'd write. Buy toothpaste. Remember to water the basil. Try not to cry today. Other days. Text Maya back. Don't delete the photos again. Brief. They became a ritual. Like coffee. Or prayer. I began noticing others' lists too. Tucked under fridges at the local market. Scattered on the floor of the subway. Crumpled receipts with lipstick notes. One day I found one that read, Milk, eggs, peace. Kept that one. There's something about lists. They're mundane, sure. But they're proof we were trying to live. To feed someone. To show up. To hold it all together for one more day. I started leaving my lists behind too. In coffee shops. On bus seats. Folded into returned library books. Little pieces of my day. My grief. My growth. I don't know if anyone ever found them. But I liked imagining they did. One morning outside a flower shop, I saw a girl reading a note I had left. Today I miss someone who doesn't exist anymore. But I will still water the plants. And I will still make soup. She looked up. And for a moment, just a flicker, our eyes met, and I knew she understood. Grief is quiet. It folds itself into grocery lists and train rides and soup recipes. It doesn't shout. It lingers. But so does love. My name is Nora. And this is the story of the list that brought my mother back. One memory at a time.